Hello everyone, this is Mrinal from SSERD and I give you a very warm welcome to all of you. So, as we know, this is the closing ceremony of our outreach program. As we know, this entire program was based on the space things. This entire program had motive to share the knowledge of space and space technology, the space science, and all the knowledge about the space. So we have achieved our goal and we have shared the knowledge across the world. Now, as we all know that our starting is from Big Bang Theory. It tells us about how the universe has started from the very initial state of the extremely density and the extremely high temperature. We have learned about the unanswered topics, the unanswered things that are life beyond the earth and the aliens and many more things. We have seen the formation of comets, planets, stars, and all the information about it. We have seen all these things in the session. If you want, you can go and watch it on the YouTube also. We have shared the link with you. We have seen the weightlessness in this space. The reasons behind that, we have learned many unanswered questions. We have learned many curious topics in the whole session. How an airplane fly in the air, what is in the sky, and life of universe, how it come. We have also learned about the Big Bang theory, and we have also learned about the black holes, how the black holes are formed, what is in it, and the other things too. We have seen the advancement in rockets and aircrafts and its aviation. We have seen a lot of topics, no? So, uh, what I'm telling is that I'm giving a overview of what we have learned throughout this session. So, other things we had for seniors batch is we have learned is about NASA, ISRO, and many organizations and satellites and rocketry and space. Also, we have learned about the astronomy and astrophysics too. You all must have been thinking that what is all of this, right? We have tried to cover maximum things in our sessions. We have tried to cover the knowledge of the space, and we have tried to reach out to the maximum students who are very very interested in the space. This is a platform for the knowledge we have given to the space and to assist. We are freely sharing the knowledge. Now, I would like to call Zubia on the screen to take over. Zubia,
Thank you so much, Mrunal. Hello, my name is
I
Zubia.
would like to take over the further things, and this platform is yours, Zubia. Now,
Thank you so much, Mrunal. Hello, everyone. My name is Zubia, and I would like to introduce Nikhitha, ma'am, who is the CEO of SSERD, to give us an overview about this whole program and how this beautiful journey began, and now how it is coming to an end, and what are the things that we learned in this whole beautiful journey. So, Nikita, ma'am, I welcome you. Please join us and give us an overview of the program.
Thank you so much, Zubia. And yes, this was a wonderful journey we had as a team from SSARD. I will be taking you all through few important things that has happened at SSARD in these 10 days. What are the things that we learned and kind of explored? So let's start off. But before I get into giving you an overview of SSARD outreach program, I want to share one happy news with all of you. This is a news or a story about us which was shared by UNUSA. I guess most of you would have heard of United States, United Nations, sorry. So United Nations has a space organization, that is Office of Outer Space Affairs. And they have an initiative called Space for Youth, where they tell stories of youth who have been one or the other way played role in the field of space. And we're so happy to say that our story, our SSARE story, was shared recently on UNUSA's page. It's a proud thing because it's one of the global platform. You all must go and read about this, and we will be sending on email as well. Going forward, this was the platform that we had for all of you. Most of you would have seen. We had kids, juniors, and seniors platforms where you had to check out the sessions that were happening for kids and juniors and seniors. Now, what happens is when you need to click on this kids section or juniors, you are actually taken to different platforms. But before you are taken to a different platform, I would like to again tell you all what are those things that we have covered in these 10. We've learned about the universe, the celestial bodies, and how are they formed, weightlessness in space, life beyond the Earth, how do we actually predict the weather, what is in the sky, and the amazing space art, and actually how does an aeroplane fly in the air, to journey to space through rockets. And this whole topics were taught in such a way that the students who are from grade 1 to 3 can understand easily and stay updated with the current news and situations and all the things that's happening globally. Coming to juniors, we had said that we would be covering about all these sessions, and we did cover again few amazing topics which would be suitable for this grade, grade 4 to grade 7. We taught them about aircrafts and aviation, life beyond the Earth, satellites and planetary motion, life of universe, and in fact, space agencies and space art, as well as space law. And of course, taught them advancements in the rocket technology, International Space Station, how do astronauts behave when they are in space, and all those details as well. Coming to seniors, we also covered few amazing topics, and the level that it was given to them was in a very slightly higher way, I can say, because here they got to learn more of technical astronomy and astrophysics, satellites and application like remote sensing. They also got the chance to learn about space colonization, space medicine. That was a cool topic, actually. Space medicine and law, space business and space startups, astronauts, imaging black holes, and of course, aeronautics and aviation. These were the different topics that we said we will teach, and we have completed it today on the 10th day. Now let's go through all the platforms that had amazing platforms. So once you enter into students.space.com, this used to be your home page where you know what are the sessions that were going to happen, and you had to just click on join class to listen to the session. Once that is done, we also had this kind of platform where the video used to play and you ask a lot of questions related to the topics. Now, one important thing that most of you don't know, or which I would like to mention, is most of you asked us, I missed out particular day's session. How can I read, or how can I watch those sessions? I want to tell you all that each and every sessions are recorded and are on the same platform. Just that you need to go to a place called as previous class, and you get each and every class that were recorded. Go click on it and you can watch, and it will be there all the time. Now let's look at what are the other things that were there here. You also had must-watch videos, which were actually the space talks by our previous guest speakers, and like the you can see here. Then there was a download section where you could actually download uh, various PPTs or the content that was related to our sessions that were there. Then, if I have more about what was the experience that we had as a team from behind, these are a few things. On the day one, as you all know, that we were so stuck with the problems that we had regarding signing in. These are a few screenshots that we have where like we got so many calls and we were trying to answer each one of your questions and all that. Then it was not easy for us. We actually used to discuss about topics. We also used to do many rehearsals. For every 1 hour we have taught, we have spent more than 5 hours on rehearsing. And then we also used to discuss actively on every single topic every day, before and after, and a lot of planning has been done, and that's how we have reached this point. Once we are ready, we also used to come on this platform called as Smart, where we used to you know teach on this platform like this, and that is when this StreamYards used to go on YouTube, and that YouTube link was what sent to all of you. A lot of work was. I want to show you all something like really important. Like while the classes were happening, there used to be a lot of questions that we used to get, live questions. And this is how our screens used to look. And this is how we used to answer all of them like live. And the team used to have like crazy time with it. I'll show you a few of the messages that we used to get. Very few, very interesting ones. The first one is here. The first question was, why does it teach every day? The answer was, we wanted to give you all the best teaching, best teachers every single day with every single topic. And then they also said the rockets look so cool. That was amazing. We also had few amazing feedbacks which we tried to work on. We also had very motivating messages for our team members where they said, I used to not like these topics, but after learning from you, we loved it. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Then we also had a few students telling, I love SSERD classes. Very happy for that. And we also used to have very funny messages like this, where they say, if it's not I was not enjoying, but I was enjoying so much. So that was something crazy that we had. And of course, we got such cute messages from all our little friends. They said, of course, we all are friends. We are not, we want to be your friends. So that's something that I want to tell you all. And yes, we thought of uh, covering 5,000 students in very beginning with our program, but we were very lucky to say that we had many students later on, which went up to having students from around 50 plus countries, like 50 plus countries, and it's amazing to know. We've covered almost 6 different continents. It's one of the proud thing that I would like to share as part of SSCRD. We had students from literally all these countries, and of course, all this was made possible by our team, amazing team. You all can watch the videos anytime, and what seeing you all personally. But yes, we're gonna have a lot of programs which we're going to see you all together directly face to face and do a lot of programs. Of course, I don't want to miss out taking an opportunity to thank all of you, and also thanks to Space Shala for supporting us. And thank you all for making the best use of this program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this great overview of the program. And now further, I would like to introduce the chief guest, the guest of honor of our today's program, Dr. S. Rangarajan. And I would like to tell something about his life journey, about his beautiful life journey. So basically, Dr. S. Rangarajan is a satellite industry veteran with 40 plus years of experience in successive leadership roles in the public and private sectors. He has an abiding interest in the development of innovations that seek to provide better quality and affordable solutions for rural and remote regions of the world. Sir has held several executive positions in ISRO, including Director, MCF Director, ISTREC Director, SETCOM and Program Director, INSET. Throughout his career, he has pioneered various satellites applications, including the first satellite-based telemedicine project in India. That is very great of you, sir. Thank you so much. When Dr. Rangarajan was a SVP of World Space, he has successfully adapted the satellite radio infrastructure to design diverse solutions for data multicasting, distance education, and early warning delivery in the developing world. That is a very huge thing, and we are very grateful to have you, sir. Thank you so much. Also, sir at present is an advisor to a few universities and a chief scientist for Yasmi, a satellite solution provider. He was also responsible for the design of the world's first satellite integrated tablet for direct delivery of education to teachers and students. His education includes a PhD from Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Mumbai. So we are very honorable and we are very, sir, we are very grateful to have you on with us. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you. And I would like to acknowledge our students and parents and give them some guidance and share your experience, enlighten us and guide us the path so that we can continue with our career and we can become something like you or just near to you, sir.
Well, thanks, Zubia, for an excellent introduction. I am indeed extremely honored to be present today because I always love to participate in functions where there are younger generation and the students of this 10-day course, their parents, and all the volunteers and the people who made this happen. Good evening to all of you. I would like to start by saying, quoting from Emerson, what lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales into insignificance when you compare with what lies within you. In fact, these kinds of outreach programs like what you underwent, they are the catalysts for awakening the giant in you and bringing out the very best. In fact, I'm so happy that SSERD, which got started as a brainchild of Sujay and Nikhitha, with their clear vision and roadmap, has been growing step by step by step. The growth is very important. The slope is important. And it continues to grow. And that is why we know that there is no end to this. It will keep on growing, and all my best wishes. What you achieved in these 4 years is remarkable. In fact, Nikhitha was talking about the UN USA in Vienna, which has given a very detailed account of the activities of SSERD. I just recall when I was addressing the forum there, how important is this body of the United Nations. And also is impressed by the spectrum of activities, whether it is Space Camp, whether it's the lectures by special people, what you call space talk, outreach programs, and hands-on training. So you mix so many of the things so that there is something for everybody. And especially when you're saying you are taking it to multiple countries, whether it's Germany, whether it's Australia, in Africa, everywhere. And it's no joke. And I myself been very fortunate in one of your earlier programs when I was there. I was sharing the chair with Alison Renew, another very brilliant lady who has worked on a number of different platforms and who came and gave us a very good advice in one of your space camps. And these activities will definitely continue. And when you looked at the kind of lectures, especially when the other way of spectrum is with respect to the kids, the younger children, to the juniors, to the seniors, all the topics were age relevant, what is current, what's so important, and therefore that is something which only you can do and continue to do that. Space is one thing which excites everybody, transcends all boundaries. And I wanted to quote from Bernard Shaw here. He categorized people into 3 levels. There's the first category of people who make things happen. There's a second category who are the people who watch the things happen. And the third category who are left behind to ask what happened. Actually, what you have been journeying is from what you began with category 3, where you used to read a newspaper, watch a TV show or things like that. Then slowly you are moving forward to category 2 and you are actually watching a kind of, let's say there's a launch, you go to Sreedhar, watch it and things like that. And most importantly, move on to the category 1 where you are going to be the people who will create history. So all the students who are part of this, I want them to move forward and be able to contribute, and this is the right timing. See, in fact, timing, when you talk about it, I am probably an odd man out here, because when I was born, there was hardly any space activities. In fact, there was the first satellite came up much later when I was maybe 10 years old. But then we had still the natural phenomena. You had the moon as a satellite of the earth. So watching the night sky is how I began my journey into getting excited by space. And I was homeschooled for a large number of years. So my mom used to teach me what kind of constellations are there. Why do they change with respect to the time of the night? What changes when it happens over the year? And things like that. And this kept me always excited. But then, you have your own schedule. You get through your exams, you pass and here like that. I went for my PhD to Tata Institute of Fundamental Research in Mumbai, an institute where astrophysics, astronomy is so very important. In fact, just a few days ago, I lost one of my very good friends called Govind Swarup. Professor Govind Swarup was synonymous with radio astronomy. He built a radio telescope in Ooty where he took advantage of the latitude of Ooty and found a slope which was matching with that, so that the steering of the telescope was easier, and he was able to collect data which really gave a lot of information about very distant galaxies and so on. In fact, another colleague of mine in TIFR is Professor Jayant Nahar. Again, these are names you would have heard. You have read his books. He has written a lot of books for students. Amazing speaker. And such people inspired me. And I was looking for an opportunity to get into more of space. Then comes the kinds of vision and things which are happening in the space activities in India, where it was due to one person who had the vision and who had the roadmap, and he made things happen. And that is Professor Vikram Sarabhai, whose birth centenary we celebrated recently. And Vikram Sarabhai's vision was different from many other national space programs to the extent that we were deeply anchored on the space applications. Society's benefits is what was driving everything, and that is what made it sustained forever. And if you want to achieve something big, you have to dream big. And he dreamt it, but he gave a kind of a flow chart, and this till today we have done all the vision of his is something which we are achieving and we are proud of being part of the Indian space program. But then one of the things which you really wanted to spend more time on is in terms of what applications would be of interest, because when you say that you want to be part of space, in the very initial stage when you're as students, you would want to be, I want to join ISRO. I've seen some of the feedbacks, very good. I want to become an astronaut, because already within this short period of my lifetime, it is already getting to a stage where we'll have the Gaganyaan mission, taking our Indian astronauts through an Indian module, which is launched by the Indian rocket, and such a pride. We are going step by step on that. So you'll always be excited. But please remember, space has almost so many aspects where you can work. That's why I was very happy to see in your subject list there is space law, there is space medicine. Put space, there's space suit. You design space food. Anything like that you can create, because those are all very important and you can all contribute in different ways. And therefore, do not assume that the one and only thing is go and make a rocket. There are some people who can make a rocket, somebody can do a satellite, somebody can use the data and find an application, and that is how the whole thing changes. And the last part of my speech, I wanted to be talking very generally on how satellites in particular are helping education. Because ultimately, all said and done, these camps are very important. They give you the booster dose, especially our curriculum doesn't have a big coverage of the topics which you have come across in the 10 days. And therefore, you have to have these kinds of additional courses. And thanks to the school closures and all that, you got more time at home, and therefore you got benefited by these wonderful lectures which were given to you the last 10 days. But when it comes to education, even formal education, now you know that there is a national education policy which has been announced, which says you should start very early. You should start with 3-year-olds. So I'm sure that SSERD in the next time will have, in addition to the 3 groups, there will be one more group, which will be even smaller kids, maybe 3 to 5-year-old, because they all going to be getting interested in getting into a number of activities to make them excited, and space is always a source of excitement. And especially they are talking about things which have to be activity oriented, play oriented learning, and that learning is something which will also extend to space related subjects, because that can be the one which merges several of the other topics. And in particular, how satellites can help in education is in remote places and rural places and all that. Today we find that there is a paucity of connectivity, because you need to have the right learning materials and the right kind of device, and that is what we are struggling. How do you get it through the social media, or how do you have what content to use, because you have plenty of them in the internet and so on. But on the other hand, the moment you have decided this is the best of the best content, the best teacher can teach everybody via the satellite. Already we have got very good programs. We have got what is called direct-to-home television channels. But television is not the best way to teach, but you can use it for creating the digital library with which children can learn. And I'm sure this is going to happen very soon, and all of you will benefit by that. And since you are just beginning, and we want to pass a relay race, pass a baton to you. So whatever we have done, you will carry it forward, and we will be very proud of it to be the bottom layer on which you can raise and look over the shoulders and find more and more things. And this is a very good beginning. Especially want to address the parents. I want to congratulate you for having enrolled your children in this program, and look for such a thing, and SSERD should grow, spread the word of mouth as to how these kinds of activities have helped your children. See, that otherwise what happens when you have very little other things to do, you keep watching a lot of TV, play games on the things, you sort of stunt your mind. You can avoid all that by being actively engaged and talk about all this. And these kind of some of the workshops and all I've seen are such activities which really make you touch and feel and then do it yourself. And that kind of a thing is what we should learn. And once again, let me congratulate SSERD for a wonderful job that they have just completed, which doesn't come as a surprise, because with such a powerful team working together, you are bound to achieve the satellite heights or beyond, maybe light years. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for all the guidance and for all the blessings that you gave us. And we are very, very happy to receive all these blessings. And we look forward, SSCRD will look forward into it, and we'll try to accomplish whatever you said and whatever goals you have made for us. And we'll try to, reach out to as many students as we can. So thank you so much for all the guidance and for all the knowledge. Uh, Now, I welcome Mrunal to give us feedback from students and to uh, to say that how their experience was with SSCRD and how they felt all these kinds of things and how their experience was during this whole sessions. So, Mrunal, I hand over to you.
Yes, Tasmi, thank you. Actually, now we are going to listen some feedbacks from our students and the experiences they had with us. And I'm also going to share some creative stuff they have made, like their activities, their um, projects, and their models. They are so creative and beautiful. I would like to share those with you all. So here is our first picture of a student, and he has made a satellite, and it's so beautiful. You can see that it's from a kids section. Now this one is a second kids section from yeah, she has made a very beautiful paperwork, and I'm liking it, and I know that you all have wondered that, yeah, so beautiful they have made. Now I would like to call to give some feedbacks on a live call. So I would like to call a student named Srivastava Yalarthi from from seniors batch, and the name of the school is Pallavi Model School from Andhra Pradesh. So please, Srivastava Yalarthi, please give your experience and please share the everything you have felt with us. Please share that with us.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Srivatsa Ilati of grade 9 from Pallavi Model School, Boduppal, Hyderabad. My excitement knew no bounds when I heard that SSERD was hosting a 10-day online program. As a student, I have always wanted to delve deeper into the limitless cosmos. I'm highly fortunate to have been given this opportunity through the Space Research Program. All the topics were exciting and I learned a lot from them. But my favorite one was the rocketry session. In that session, I learned about rockets, the nitty gritty of its designing, different types of propellants, etc. The current times are undoubtedly challenging, but the brighter side of it definitely cannot be denied. From the comfort of our homes, we had the opportunity to attend the SSERD online program, which definitely threw light on the known and the less known topics related to the field of space science. I'm sure this 10-day program has educated all the students about various space related theories and inspired us to work towards new innovations in the field of space research. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and we are glad that it has become beneficial to you and you enjoyed it. So now I'm going to share some more pictures with you, and this is something very beautiful and creative. This is from our juniors batch, and I think that everyone has done it with from very deep down from the heart. So the students, you are so creative. I want to say them that. And this is the second picture. This is the collage of comet actually, and we would love to share that they have done such a beautiful collage. Now, I would like to call our second feedback, and that is from Mrs. Pavani, Senior Faculty of Department of Science from Andhra Pradesh again. Yes, please share your experience and what do you feel about
Yeah,
us. Please tell us that.
sure. Yeah, good evening to one and all. I'm Miss Pavani from Pallavi Model School, Bodupal, Hyderabad. I'm here to speak few words about the intake by our students from the program conducted by SSERD. As we all know that Society of Space Education and Research and Development, SSERD, is an organization that focuses on space education and aims to educate young people in space science and technology and develop the skills and encourage students to pursue a career in space, has truly achieved it. I'm sure that the program has not only influenced, motivated, and encouraged our children, but developed interest towards space education and pursue a career in it. In these 13 days program, every day was exciting and was a new learning for our children. They learned about nanotechnology, astrophysics, astronomy, black holes, imaging black holes, which were very, very informative. Topics like opportunities for the students in ISRO, career in aviation field has truly inspired and encouraged our children to choose their career in it. Rocketry, space medicine and law, how to become an astronaut, challenges that are faced by an astronaut, and how he could overcome them has truly motivated our children of being an astronaut, of becoming an astronaut. Not only our children from the senior category, but even our children from junior category had lot of fun as they learned about space, celestial bodies by looking and visualizing through space art, poems, stories, etc. Overall, it was a wonderful program, and we are truly thankful for it. I thank all the trainers and esteemed members of SSERD. I thank from the management of Pallavi Model School for giving this opportunity to the students. And not only, the training programs were wonderful, integration of art in science, and we are truly thankful for the organizers and the liberal donors who have selflessly donated in making space education available free of cost to all the students during this pandemic time. I appreciate the prompt and proactive efforts of Ms. Shobha, who helped us register as a school across grades 1 to 10 in a very short time period. I take pride in expressing my gratitude on behalf of Pallavi Model School, Bodupal, to the founders, management staff, and donors of SSERD who have made this training program a grand success. Wishing you all the very best for many more initiatives and future endeavors in. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you
Yeah,
so much for sharing your experience
yeah,
with us. And I'm
yeah.
glad
Even
that
as
you
a
are
parent, yeah,
happy
even as a
that.
parent, yeah, even as a parent also, I was so happy to have this program. Actually, it really motivated my child. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah, so some time for some more pictures from our students. This is someone very beautiful, constructed by, uh, like, I don't have any words for this creativity the students have and they have sent to us. This is another picture. This is a collage of space, and this is like it's from a kid. So it's very, very beautiful. And solar systems, and another solar system. Okay, so this was from our very creative and talented students. And here is the another feedback from one more student from our junior batch. Her name is Akshara, and she's from Kodgu, Karnataka. So Akshara, please join us on the stage.
Namaste
Yeah,
everyone.
Akshara, please. Yeah.
Namaste everyone. I am Akshara P studying in class 6th. I am speaking from Kodagu, Karnataka. I am very glad to share my experience learning through SSERD. Actually, I did not know about SSERD till I got a message about this program. Even I didn't have any special interest about space. But when I saw night sky, I was always feeling such a beautiful sky many kilometers away, standing on Earth, has been reached by the great humans. This was a wonder for me. But now SSERD made a magic. Through this program, I discovered the interest for space within me. To discover this interest, the trainers are also the major reason. Their teaching and teaching methods were brilliant. Among all the topics covered, topics I liked most are evolution of the universe and history and development of telescopes. I hope I can study much more about space with the help of SSERD. I thank everyone for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts. And I also wish SSCRD will conduct many more programs of this kind in future and ignite the spark of interest for space in young minds like us. Thank you one and all.
Thank you so much, Akshara. And yeah, we will conduct the future programs also. And please join that also and enhance your knowledge. We are looking forward to you. Okay, so some more. Actually, this is a very beautiful model, and it is from a kid. So please watch this. This is a very beautiful model a kid can do, and it's a, like I don't have words. My words are lacking, and I have got a beautiful video from a student. She is very cute. She is really very cute, and her poem.
Five little astronauts flying in the stars. The first one said, "Let's go to Mars." The second one said, "There are comets in the air." The third one said, "There is an alien here." The fourth one said, "Let's fly up in the sky." The fifth one said, "Let's go really up in the hall." Then whoosh went the spaceship, buckle up tight, and five little astronauts zoomed out of sight.
Cute. It was really very cute. Actually, this was a video from our space art session, and she is a very little kid, and she sang it very cutely. Thank you, student. And now I would like to call Zubia again. Zubia,
Thank you,
yes, please
Mrinal.
go ahead. Yeah,
That video was actually very, very cute, and I know that the viewers must have also liked that video.
yeah,
Now
it
I
was
would
cute.
like, yeah, now I would like to introduce Sujay sir, who is the founder of SSERD, and I would like I would like him to tell everybody that is this it? Is this is the last program that we are conducting? What are the future programs, and what in future other programs that we are going to held? So please, Sujay sir, come up on platform and give us more information about SSCRD and the upcoming events which we are going to held. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Subia. Let me just share my screen. Okay, I'll just talk without screen, I guess. It's better that way. Okay, so SSCRD, we started off a couple of years back with an intention of promoting space education. So we are a community. We call ourselves as a family. So all of you are now the member of SSCRD family. So we call ourselves family, and basically we are a community which is promoting space education. So we have partnered up with various organizations around the world, in India and around the world, to promoting space education. What you saw today ending was one of the programs what we are doing. So we have a lot of different programs for all of you. We actually saw the couple of mails asking what is there next, and I can still see in the chat asking, okay, I want to participate in more programs. I want to do more programs with you. So let me just let me just go through a few of the programs what we are doing. Okay, so before that, so why SSERD? Okay, so why SSERD is a big question. So what our vision is to prepare you all for the space revolution. So all of us have heard of your industrial revolution. We have heard of IT revolution. Now something like robotics is happening. It's a big thing. Now next big thing is space, right? You can actually see a lot of companies, a lot of different startups working on space and related activities. Now we want to prepare all of you to become a part of that. Why is that? Let me answer that question first. So uh, as okay, so sorry. So as we were speaking a bit earlier, when we say about space, right, most of the time what comes to our mind, it's just what rockets, your satellite, ISRO, NASA, SpaceX, right? So that is the more like the important things or things which comes to our mind. There are things way beyond that, right? So there are things beyond all your rockets, your satellites and things. So we wanted to make everyone understand what are the different things out there which you can pursue, what are the different career options, what are the different things you can do. It's not just astronomy, launching rockets or building satellites. No, there are way more things beyond that. So if you guys we would have visited our previous videos, or you must have gone through our sessions, you will know there are various other things, like you have law, you have food, you can work on agriculture in space. There are a lot of different things. So that is what we are trying to do, make you understand, make you aware of what are the different and various things out there in the space industry. Now, for doing that, we have multiple programs. Nikhitha, it would be great if you can share the screen. Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. Yes, so let me just run you through few of the programs, what we do. The first one you see is there called Astro Space Camp. So this was one of the first programs we ever did. So for the small kids. So Astro Space Camp happens every year. So this year it was supposed to happen, because unfortunately the pandemic hit and we had to cancel it and do it as a online program. That is how all this online activity of us started, you can say. Before that, before all this, we used to be mostly offline, where we used to have various program which we used to do offline. First program is Astro Space Camp, which happens every year. We used to have students from all around India, where like 100 150 students who used to come to one place. We used to have like 3 to 7 days of program where they will be learning building rockets, they'll be launching rockets, they'll be building models of satellites, doing sky gazing, learning about various other topics. And we used to have a lot of speakers who used to come talk from ISRO. We had last year, we had someone from NASA. So we had multiple people who will be coming and talking. Now, next is sky gazing. So as it says, if some sky is something amazes everyone. Like I personally, I used to like, sit and stare. I do that now also. I used to sit and stare at the moon and think, okay, oh my God, there are people who actually walked on moon. It's 3 lakh kilometers away, and people actually walked on the moon. I sometimes feel like it. I mean, it's a difficult thing to believe, right? But I do believe that. I just want to make pretty clear. I do believe that people did walk on the moon, but it amazes me. Okay, so sky gazing. So that program is basically let you see the planets, the stars, everything through a telescope. That is, we usually do an overnight program where students come from various places, and we just put telescope, let the students enjoy the view of sky. Now, next is something called Space Talk. So Space Talk, I'm sure most of you have seen the must watch videos. So those are from our Space Talk series. So Space Talk is a program where we have people, eminent people from various industries. Like we had space law, space medicine. We had various uh, industry specialists who come and interact with you all. Okay. Okay. So space truck is another interesting interesting activity. What we do, we take students to various industries, like as in, so there are a lot of startups, a lot of organization in working in space technology background. So we take students to those places. So there are places where it's difficult for you to just go as an individual. So we arrange a trip kind of, where you can come, you can interact with the scientists, the engineers who are working on actual spacecrafts and space related projects. Now, another important program I want to stress out here, it's called our Young Minds program. Okay, so Young Minds program is a program where we feature students with talent. So you guys are watching the video on the YouTube. You can go to our playlist where you will be finding Young Minds program. It's basically an interview. So in any of you are feeling like, okay, I should be featured in Young Minds, do reach out to us. You know our email ID. You can write to us, and we will be getting in touch with you, and we will take it forward. So Young Minds is a program where we feature students with exceptional talent, where they have done something very interesting. So we feature them over there. And coming to the last part, so we have internship and project division. Now, internship and project division, we mainly focus on engineering level students, but we did had couple of school students who worked on multiple projects. So let me just give you an example. So we had few students from Bangalore, as well as some other students from Hyderabad, who launched something called as a high altitude balloon with a satellite payload. Because basically it was a model of a satellite where it can do actual measurements of various things, which was sent to near space and bring it back and study about various things. Like we did some experiments regarding ozone. We did some experiments regarding your radiation, like how much of the radiation is there on what level, and how is it affecting, how is the pollutants on various levels of altitude. We did learn all of, I mean, we were studying about all those. So that is about internship and project division. Any one of you have any interesting ideas you want to do, okay, it's related to space, do reach out to us. We will help you. We will be putting you in touch with some mentors who will be guiding you to your project. So you can reach out to us. Now, next is our reach. So we've been, as I was telling you, we started 4 years back, and we till now, I'm proud to say that we have reached 50,000 plus students around the world. So we have done 200 plus events, and there are like we had around 45 plus speakers who gave space talk to our various programs in our astro space camps and in space talks and various other programs. Okay, now I'm sure some of you might be wondering what is Space Shala. Okay, because you would have seen the Space Shala word everywhere. Like you go to Space Shala's website to join the classes, and you see this logo everywhere. So I want to tell you what is Space Shala. Also, some of you, I know that actually I was there on YouTube, right? So every one of you were making comments and talking to SSERD. It was actually me who was talking to you. So I know some of you were asking what is Space Shala. When I had shared the link of the new YouTube channel, someone will ask me, "Oh, I didn't find any video here, and why should I subscribe? And what is Space Shala?" And all those questions came up. So I just wanted to answer you what is Space Shala. So Space Shala is a different entity of ours. It's from our team, and it is a different entity where we will be providing programs for schools. Okay, and various other programs. I'll come back to that, what are the other activities what we do, but mostly we provide programs for schools where we provide space as one of the subjects in school. So we are working with a couple of schools in Bangalore and Hyderabad, where we were giving space as one of the subjects, like how we have your physics, chemistry, mathematics, or general knowledge, all those various topics. We provide space as one of the curriculums. So we do both online and offline. Last year we did everything offline. and we were making models, we were flying rockets, we were making uh, quadcopters. We did a lot of activities. Now this year we are doing completely online, but hopefully next year we want to do uh, offline, because that is something um, which we love to do, because we love to you know talk to you guys directly. I know that so many of you were asking, we wanted to talk to the teachers, but imagine we had like 15,000 registration, how it would be for a teacher to talk to all the 15,000 students at a time, right? So that is why we had to have some other set of people who usually respond to you. There were some questions which were sent to the mentors who are taking sessions. That's why we used to do like that. But otherwise, we used to have one-on-one session. We used to have sessions where we have 10 students who used to interact with our trainers. And we love to do offline programs, so hopefully next year we will have some offline programs with you all. And so something which we follow is something called learn, build and launch, which means we learn about something, like how you learned about rockets, then we actually build the rocket, the working rocket, and then we launch the rocket and study about why and how is it flying. If it didn't fly, why didn't it fly? So those are the things what we do, where we learn, build and launch. So that is one of the programs. Now next important program we are launching is called student mentorship program. Now we see a lot of students, right? So I usually get a lot of messages from students from all the ages who used to tell us, I want to do some research, I have some idea, have a project which I want to work on, I don't know how to proceed, I have I have an idea. Actually, I just got a message couple of minutes before this program starts. Sir, I have an idea how to colonize Mars. Okay, so this kind of question we usually get a lot of these questions. So how do we do research? So this is this is what we are concentrating on our mentorship program. How do you improve your research skill? How do you work on a project? How do you work with your team? You can't do something, I mean, I will not say you can't do something alone, but you need a team to work with, where you can share your ideas, where you can share your workload. See, imagine me doing it alone, or me and Nikhitha doing it alone. It's not possible. We have a big team who's working day and night to make this particular program happen. So you need to have that skill of teamwork, managing the team. How do you manage the team? That is also important, right? So all these skills, plus we will make you space ready. So that is another program what we are doing. Okay, so that is our student membership program. Also, there are a lot of competition which are happening around the world, right? Like you have NASA coming up with a lot of competition, European Space Agency who comes with a lot of competitions. So we will help you participate in all those competition, to be a part of that competition, because you need someone to help you, guide you to participate. We can definitely help you, because we have the people who already have experience, who have worked on such similar projects, who can mentor you. So we want to become a bridge where you will be able to participate in a lot of different programs. Okay, next is you have something called edge of space. I am sure few of you would have actually seen this edge of space banner somewhere, right? In the resources section, you would have seen edge of space link. So edge of space is another of our initiative, where we will be bringing you stories, we will be bringing you different articles about space. Every other day it gets updated with new stories, so you can go and read about it more. You will find the link on your email, the email which you usually send, it will be on the bottom of the email. You will be finding that link where you can just click on it and read about various things about space. And any of you are interested, so we have multiple sections where we have multiple sections on edge of space, where we have space art, we have poems, where if you want to write poems, you can write poems and send it to us. If you have art, we will be publishing. Okay, you have taken a photograph of any galaxies or Milky Way, or if you want to share those, you can send it to us. Okay, so I will share that email ID with you, where, or you can go to our website, edge of space. It is edgeofspace.in. You can go there and read more. there is an option to submit your articles. You can submit your articles. We will be reviewing it, making a bit more corrections if there are any corrections, and we will be publishing it. So next is space talk. So can we have the next slide? Okay, so next is Space Talk. I'm sure that most of you have seen Space Talk, about Space Talk and what is Space Talk. I'm sure that because we had mentioned about that in the previous video, sorry, in the must watch videos section, right? So I'm sure that you would have seen. We usually have it every once in 2 weeks. We have something called Space Talk, where we bring professionals of professional from the various backgrounds of space. Please do subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you will get notification. There's an icon there, it's a bell icon. You can just click on it, where you will be getting a notification, so that you will be notified whenever we have a space talk. Also follow us on all the social media, where we will be publishing about various programs. Whatever is new, coming new, we will be definitely posting it over there. So we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have Facebook, LinkedIn, Telegram. All those are there. I request all of you to just go there and to click on follow, click on subscribe, and so that you will be notified. Also, we will be sending out an email. So we usually send out an email whenever there is a program. So keep an eye out for that. Next is our Space Camp 2021. Yeah, so we want to announce that. So next year we will be having, hopefully, we will be having our Space Camp 2021 offline. So I request all of you to be there so that we can talk. We will get to interact with you. We can build models and have a lot of fun doing that. Okay, so we will be publishing it in another 2 months. We will be publishing. Okay, now I know there are a lot of schools who are watching this. There are a lot of students from various schools who are watching this. Now, this is something which is very interesting for all of you. We have something called Space Lab. Now, Space Lab is basically a lab like most of you have seen your chemistry, your computer lab. So Space Lab is a place where you can actually visit and learn about space. You will have your telescope, various equipments to do experiments. I was talking about the competition. The help to participate in all these competitions will be given to you via Space Lab, where you will be learning a lot of different things about space. Okay, so next. Okay, so I will come back to the last part. Now, this is one of the important things. Please follow us on the social media. That is the most important thing you can give us back. Follow us on social media. Do like our posts, do like the videos, and yeah, so we have our social media links here. Also, be ready to explore the space with us. You're already exploring, let's explore more. Thank you. Oh, I want to actually add one more point to the last before I just go. First, I want to thank all my team members, okay, who've been working day and night to bring this particular programs to you. Because without them, it would have never been happened. Like, we've been working, like we get on a call every day at 10 to plan out the next day. We have from morning till afternoon, we will have demos for the next day. So I know they have put a lot of effort and lot of time into this particular program. So I want to thank all of them. Okay, I don't want to spell out the names because we have a lot of people. Everyone have done equal amount of jobs. So I want to thank all of them before I go. And I want to thank Rajendran sir, who came and gave us a wonderful speech and inspired us. Okay, and over to you, Subia. Thank you. Thank you everyone for being here. Okay, I think you're on mute, Subia.
Thank you so much, sir. And I'm sure kids will surely, and all, not kids, just kids, every member, every, from every youth, even adults and everyone can join SSERD, and those who have interest in space, they can join over here and learn very new things. And every time I'm sure that they are going to amaze themselves, and they are going to learn so many things. So now I would like to bring upon Mrunal again. So Mrunal, please come.
Yes, Zubia. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, sir. So now I would like to call one of our team members, Kiran. Kiran, please join the platform with us and tell us about the experience you had and give the vote of thanks.
Hello everyone. As every good journey will come to an end, today we are in the last stage of our journey. Okay, SSAD outreach program became huge successful because of everyone's effort and because of children's and the parents' support. And today, firstly, it's my duty and pleasure to thank everyone. And firstly, I thank Dr. Rangarajan sir, who uh, who joined us in his busy schedule. And from my bottom of my heart, I really thank you, sir, for joining us. And secondly, the main pillars of our SSERD program, Mr. Sujay, the chairman of SSERD. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay. And the main pillars of our SSERD outreach program and SSERD community, uh, Mr. Sujay, the chairman of SSERD, he took care of every volunteer and every member of the SSERD as his family. He really done a wonderful job, and he is the one who built the platform for us for taking classes and for making a interaction in chat platforms. And I really thank you, Sujay, for making it a wonderful and successful program. Thank you, Sujay, once again. And secondly, I really want to thank Nikhitha, who is CEO of SSERD. We can thank her so much that she did a great job, and she helped with all the teaching team. She took all the demos, and she had done preparation for the presentations where teachers have presented. And she is really one of a kind person we have ever met in SSERD outreach program. We really want to thank you, Nikhitha, and thank you so much, Nikhitha, for being a wonderful with us person with us. Thank you, Nikhitha. Thank you so much. And during our outreach program, we had faced many technical issues, but still, our IT team and the management team gi- didn't lose hope, and they did a very best work. And I really want to thank my all SSAID family and SSAID team, and every student and parents who coordinated with us perfectly. And thank you everyone for joining with us in this successful journey of SSAID. We really want to thank each and every student who made this SSAID outreach program very successful and big success. Thank you everyone. And regarding certificates, and I want to tell is tomorrow, it means Monday, we'll be having a quiz in the same platform where you'll be getting a link to answer all the questions. You need to click on the link and you'll be joining the quiz. And if everyone answer the quiz, it will be at 6 p.m. evening. Okay, and if it is mandatory for everyone to answer the quiz, and you will be receiving certificate after the quiz. Thank you, one and all. Thank you,
Yeah,
Mrunal.
thank you. Thank you so much, Kiran, for sharing such a valuable experience with us. And since all the speech and all the valuable things and words of wisdom we have listened, so I would like to uh, say last one thing. I would like to tell a poem to all of you. This is a very wonderful poem. So, actually, this is a poem which is, I guess, I can dedicate to each and everyone, because each and everyone go through ups and downs and fails and then soars high. So, this is the last poem, and then we will end up here. So, soar, soar, rise above it all. Let yourself jump from that cliff and feel yourself fall. Fly high above the green leaf branches, above the concrete, still and angry glass masses, above the pettiness, fear and the pain, past the anger, frustration, you and me and the blame. And soar, soar, rise above it all, let yourself jump from the cliff and feel yourself fall. Like the fool you have been, ignorance is the bliss, blind to the acts that bring that consequences, thinking the world revolves around you, acting like there is nothing more you can do. But soar, soar, rise above it all. Let yourself jump from the cliff and then fall. Then hit at the bottom till you find your own wings. Funny how life's hardship bring about change. Evolving, revolving, surrounding ourselves in the misery, life's history of everyone's else. Till we soar, soar, rise above it all, jumping from that cliff is just our chance to fall and then soar again from all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you so much, sir, respected our chief guest, that they joined us and shared a very good message and a very good knowledge with all of us. Thank you so much, student, for
Okay, Mrunal, I
joining
want to
with
add one
us.
point.
And Nikita, ma'am, and yes, 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 Kiran.
Yeah, and students will be getting a quiz link after 6 p.m. tomorrow, and it will be there for 1 week, complete 1 week. You can answer any time. There is no time restrictions, and you will be receiving the certificate after you answer the quiz. Okay, no need to contact SSID or coordinators for that. You'll be receiving certificates after you finish your quiz. Okay, thank you, Mrunal.
Okay. Yeah, okay, Kiran, thank you for telling us that. So I hope that you all have understood. And now we will end our session, our closing ceremony here. Thank you, everyone. And stay connected, stay tuned with SSCRT. Thank you.